You're tired of living in survival, but you don't see any other way to make it. A softer life is calling your name, but it seems like the only path to get there is to lock in, put on your armor, and turn off your emotions. Every day you wake up, you work hard, you are striving to get stronger, healthier, and wealthier, but something is blocking you from fully resting. You don't feel like you deserve to be at ease because you aren't where you want to be in life yet. When you open Instagram, you're constantly reminded of what a softer life can look like. A life where you're more comfortable, your car is nicer, you're living in your dream home, and you have your dream body. You've been working hard at your goals to the point where you're exhausted. You question if you're suffering from burnout, but remind yourself that this is the cost to the life you want to live. It feels like the only way to make it out is to grind. Hey, I'm Key, and on my channel Keism, I help soul searchers, creatives, and intuitive women find their way to personal freedom and a more abundant, fulfilling lifestyle through self healing and inner knowledge. If you're watching this, you're probably living in survival mode or at least some version of overworking and overcompensation, driven by your desire to elevate your life and experience a different reality. Today, in our digital culture, survival mode is becoming widespread because we are constantly exposed to the lifestyle of others and it makes us aspire to have more. Survival mode is basically the grind and the constant pursuit of more. It's ignoring the person within to reach a certain goal. It's isolating yourself because you don't feel worthy of community or companionship. It's ignoring the emotional needs of yourself and those you love because you just don't have space in your day to share with other people. Survival mode is a trap created by the system to peel back the layers of your humanity so that when it calls for you to be human, you don't want to be. The less human that we feel, the better we are at feeding into this capitalist system. Survival mode has a funny way of making you feel like you're doing what's best for you while eating at your soul. Survival mode also clouds your worldview to the point where you don't even feel human anymore. The softer life that you desire is rightfully yours to experience, but when you're constantly in a state of survival, you'll never be able to embrace an easier, more fulfilling life, especially if you're an intuitive person or a creative whose natural expression is suppressed by negative emotions. A lot of women are waking up to this idea of a soft life, a more abundant life where they can fully step into their feminine energy and live a purposeful life that makes them feel good. But if you're a woman looking to get in touch with your femininity, survival mode is blocking you from the flow of abundance that you're seeking to attract. When we think about the soft life, we only look at the exterior aesthetics of luxury, wealth, ease, and leisure. What if the soft life was truly an embodied experience? If you see the soft life as an embodied experience where you deprogram your mind from survival mode and step into receiver mode, you'll start to free yourself from the daily suffering that you're experiencing. The pressure you put on yourself to perform to be chosen, the weight you carry for others to stay relevant, the exhaustion that you endure to live a life of luxury. These are all experiences that cause disembodiment of the soft life. When your life is dominated by stress, exhaustion, comparison, and an overall disconnection from your physical and emotional well being, you're creating a barrier between where you are and where you want to be. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting a soft life. Wanting a soft life is actually a pursuit rooted in fundamental human needs for well being, peace, and balance. Your desire for this is natural and it's your human right. You see girlies on social media who are well kept or living a life of luxury, and you want that. There's nothing wrong with desiring peace, ease, wealth, and comfort because you deserve it. The real question you have to ask yourself is, do you think you deserve it? Do you walk like you deserve it? Do you talk like you deserve it? Like I said earlier, the soft life is an embodied experience. So you have to embody a life of ease, wealth, and comfort in the present moment to fully welcome it into your reality. Society teaches you that you have to be hard, strong, and unwavering to live a softer life. But how can you learn to receive what you haven't embodied? Later in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we can step into receiver mode and embody a softer life, but before you embody, you need to recognize how survival mode is blocking you. Survival shows up in culture today through grind and hustle culture, which projects ideas that we have to harden ourselves to be human. It tells us that if we don't work ourselves to the point of exhaustion, then we're not worthy of living a better life. When you measure your self worth based on output, status, and societal expectations, it pushes you farther and farther away from happiness and fulfillment. At times, survival mode feels necessary, especially when we face difficult feelings in childhood like loneliness, abandonment, or scarcity. Survival mode takes a toll on your psyche. It eats at your humanity and it makes you want to harden. And it's like we talk about wanting a soft life, but survival mode is the complete opposite of a soft life. We want to hustle and grind our way to an easier life, but how can we embody leisure, wealth, and abundance when the outer shell of our soul is hardened by our past experiences? I get it. It's really hard to get out of survival mode when you're constantly taking in images of women or even men emulating survival instincts through their platforms. There are a few archetypes that have really pushed women who are already in a survival mindset to push even harder. And that's a whole nother video that I could make on this. But I want to touch a little bit on one particular archetype because a lot of these social media movements and archetypes and aesthetics are subliminal and seemingly positive, but in the same breath, they can be harmful to your journey. For example, the it girl is probably the most influential archetype of this era of social media girlies. The it girl encourages 5 a.m. alarms, intense workouts, a minimalist apartment, and never ending life optimization hacks. And don't get me wrong, I wake up at 5 a.m., but this is not my life, and I give myself grace when I need rest. On the surface, this it girl looks disciplined and glowing, but underneath, her nervous system is in a constant panic that if she breaks the image or slows down, her life will fall apart. And sometimes this is the reality of some of these it girl influencers. With this particular archetype, survival shows up as overscheduling, compulsive habit tracking, guilt for resting, and using routine to basically guard herself up against deeper issues like feeling lost or unworthy. It's basically a way to avoid healing and push a survival mindset so that you can appear to be having a better life than you actually are experiencing within. In order to truly experience a life of abundance, you need to switch out of survival mode and embrace a new experience of resting and receiving. If you really want a softer life, you need to keep an open mind and an open heart because the more you resist and try to control your experience through survival instincts, the more you block yourself from the reality that you deserve to experience. Survival mode is a form of suffering that any woman who says she wants a soft life should work on moving out of. A softer life won't come if you are constantly on guard. Energy only flows where there are no energy blockages. This is a little bit of a short video, but I felt like it was really important for us to speak about what it really means to embody a soft life. And I hope that if you feel pressure to grind and hustle, but it's actually not getting you the results that you want in your life, that you realize that soft life starts with embodiment. I don't want anyone to ever feel bad because they aren't living the idealized soft life that a lot of these influencers and social media pushes. And I just want people to realize that you can experience a better reality by working within. It all starts with your inner journey. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a comment, like, and subscribe to my channel for more content on healing, soul searching, and life transformation.